Talking Normies Podcast.
Woo! What up, y'all? It's the Normies coming at you. A little bit of Talking Normies Podcast. My name is Chris. I got Prosecco this morning, Johnson.
Oh, is that me?
That is you, Spidey.
Hey.
A little bit of the old delay.
Anyway, introductions are due. Who is y'all?
I'm Pat. What kind of Prosecco is that?
Cheap kind, bro. I don't know. It's been in the fridge for a while.
I thought Prosecco was white, not pink or cream.
Hey, man.
Rose.
Oh, rose.
Hey, man. Prosecco chooses no color. No, I'm choosing. Oh, yeah, I'm Spidey. This is definitely coffee, not Guinness.
This is Mickey. Why is your ice separated like that?
I don't know.
What's going on over
Thermodynamics.
You don't know anything about thermodynamics. Stop lying.
You don't know anything about finishing a movie.
Hey, shut up. I know how to finish a movie. I finished it on
This
time.
shit was crazy.
This guy thought it was boring.
Listen. The first 10 minutes was kind of damn boring, all right?
It's called setup.
Yeah, it's called a setup.
Yeah, you gotta get that.
Listen. Most good movies, they set you up within the first 5 movies, all right? If they know people like me, most of the people are like me anyways, who have, short attention span,
No.
You weren't
I have a
you
very
weren't
short
curious.
attention span. Just give it a second. Somebody made art. Just give it a second.
Like you weren't. I was watching this
take
thing.
Take a second.
So fucking like. I'm sorry. We just went right into the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
We're just,
But, like-
no, that's a preamble, but yes, fight.
Yeah, I was watching this movie like so just determined to figure out what the fuck was going on that I didn't even pay attention to like the CGI or anything. I wasn't even thinking, wow, yeah, it's really just him acting up there. I was like, who the fuck
I
did this to them?
This was an indie film?
love
Yeah.
this movie.
It did not seem like an indie film. They had,
I mean, it had some big,
I
big
completely
actors.
forgot that was the theme. I thought it was mindfuck movies still.
no, it's just the indie. Can you just imagine? Just
Well,
like, wait.
The thing is, indie movies tend to be mindfucks usually because, like, that's where the creativity is.
Yeah.
That's where, like, there's no suits to, like, check in your ideas with. Like, they just get a crew and they make it. You know? Like, they make what they want to make and there's no, like, red tape of, like, well, we can't show this and we can't talk about this or, like, anything like that. So, indie movies tend to be usually mindfucks.
So, for anyone who's curious, we're talking about Moon. That is a movie we watched this week for the movie club. But let's get into the weekend catch up.
Yeah.
Weekend catch up. Last weekend, we had a blast evening. We did a bike party on the Friday. It was the ride to the velodrome, which is where they race bikes at.
I couldn't find you guys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too many people, right?
I was trying to. It was a big one. It was.
Actually, he was right because I was over there too, and I was trying to. I was trying to
a
you guys too,
turnout.
man.
Yeah.
Where is the velodrome located?
In downtown.
Where at specifically?
So, like, you know, when you go down towards
That one street
You
and
go
then the
down
other
to-
street. I don't want to dox this right now, so
Okay.
Yeah. It's like near South Street.
Near South Street. You know, if you would have just said near North Street, maybe no. It's so we did a bike party, which was super fun. We had a really big group. There was the bike party at the velodrome. Next to the velodrome is a skate park, and at that skate park there was a band playing and there were people skating. I took a bunch of pictures that I hope came out super cool just because I was like, oh shit, you can't not take photos at the skate park. We all got to ride around the velodrome. We had some drinks. Here is the downside. So the velodrome, where the velodrome is located here in Indy, I will not dox this either, but there is a bridge that gets you there that makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. And then the next bridge close to that is a very, very busy street. And then outside of that, you have to go an extra like 2 to 3 miles outside of your way to get to where you're going.
Oh, I think I know where you're talking about now.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
So
I really.
at the end of bike party, I had to lead a charge of like fucking 6 people through the hills of a neighborhood that you shouldn't ride your bike in because it's really dark. It's a nice neighborhood, but it's just like super dark and people drive faster. But we all made it back, and then we hung out at the crib for a bit. Saturday was chill. We worked the beer event down at Fountain Square Brewery, which was nice. They gave us some beer tickets, and then I hung out with Hannah and George and Shelby. It was not. I was like, yeah, we'll grab like a couple of drinks and then stayed out for a while.
Did you go down the black hole?
No, not at all. Apparently, yeah, George was telling me that he's the black hole. It's not Sydney. I had to literally call Sydney and be like, Sydney, George is saying that he's actually the black hole. And she was like, yeah, actually, George is the one who taught me my ways. And I was like, oh, no.
Shit.
Wait,
Like,
what is this?
you know how Sydney's apartment used to be the black hole? Like, if you went to Sydney's apartment, you're pretty much guaranteed to black out.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, so apparently she learned that from George. And I was like, well, listen, George, I'm going to have like a set amount of drinks and then I'm done. But we had a good night. We were trying to get into the Commodore, right? But the line to get in, the rooftop party was happening, and I kid you not, the line to get into the rooftop party was like 3 people deep, like standing side to side, wrapped all the way around the corner. What? And like, yeah, so we couldn't get, the dude at the front door wouldn't let us through to go to Commodore. We're like, we're trying to go to Commodore. He's like, nah, y'all got to get in line. I was like, come on, man, we're trying to go fucking. He's like, y'all got to get in line. I was like, all right, bet. So then Hannah, or who was it? It wasn't Hannah. It was, because I was with my friend Patty. She was like, I hear you can get into Commodore through Imbibe. So we went into Imbibe. We fucked around. We got inside of one of the back doors. Yeah. We ran through the fucking kitchen, down around a back hallway, and then popped out at Commodore on some like elite through the back room shit.
Yes.
It was fucking awesome. We popped in and we're like, oh shit, we're here. We doing it.
Oh my God. I fuck with that so much. I love that though. Like, I like Imbibe because at one point, one of the people that worked there was just like, yeah, man, just kind of explore around. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, check doors. Like,
it feels like someone's house sometimes.
Yeah. Something like that happened one time with Paulina. We were going to some like concert or something.
Oh yeah.
And I was pretty drunk at this time, so it felt like, you know, that sequence from Get Him to the Greek where it's just like flashes of things happening.
Yeah.
So like Paulina, she like works in a bunch of different places. She knows a whole bunch of people. So I just remember like we're outside a building. Then I'm walking through like a kitchen, like a restaurant kitchen, and like all of these hallways and shit. And then we ended up where we needed to be, and I was like, I don't know what just happened.
We were supposed to go to St. Patron that night. It was just we went through the back.
Nice.
Kitchen.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, I don't know where I am or what's happening, but I'm in a kitchen right now.
Sometimes you just got to roll the dice on that shit. And that was it. Keddy was out camping, so wasn't hanging out, and I was like, oh no, Keddy, come back. And I did something Sunday, and I don't remember what it was, so it probably wasn't great. I probably just did yard work. Let's say I did.
You always be doing yard work.
There's a lot of yard to work.
Yard work is exhilarating sometimes.
Unfortunately, my mint, I didn't harvest it before it flowered, and so now it's old mint. And I'm thinking about harvesting it still, but there's nothing I really want to use it
Old
in.
mint, new mint, what's the difference?
New mint tastes mintier.
Okay.
So old mint is like what, bitter?
No, not bitter. It's just less minty.
Less minty?
Just has less minty flavor.
You can just use it. Just make some fucking...
mojitos?
Just throw it in my blender. Let me get some. I can throw in this shit.
All right, fine. I'll come with a bag of mint to work tomorrow.
Wait, you're going to put mint in there? I could give you
this recipe for this mint chutney.
I could get rid of the blueberry.
Fuck with some mint chutney.
Wait, what is that?
Why are you trying to get rid of the blueberry taste? You don't like blueberries? That's why this shit's separated. Most of this is blueberries, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's just blueberries and what?
Water and ice. So I don't like the texture of the skin, and I still get the texture of the skin. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
Pat, I feel like if you just took a spoonful of blueberries and banged out 4 of those with your eyes closed, you wouldn't have to blend it into what is essentially blueberry mush. I had to eat a cup
of blueberries.
But I mean, like, blueberries are small enough you can just like swallow those whole. You don't even have to.
Why don't you put like protein
you've got to
powder in there and make it like a smoothie?
Because this looks gross.
Just take them down like pills.
Make it a smoothie or something.
Yeah, but why isn't it a smoothie? Like water and ice and like whatever. Like, why is it separated?
Why didn't it become icy?
Yeah,
well, because I put ice and water and blueberries.
Oh,
the blueberry pulp is floating on top of the water.
But you need a little bit of like
what do I need?
Milk, cream.
Yeah.
See, I don't like milk.
What, like?
So wait, this is
almond
ice,
milk, like
water, and blueberries. It's not like.
And you're surprised that it's gross.
Like, that's what I just.
That sounds awful.
Wait, mix some protein powder in there or something.
You need some kind of like catalyst,
do like a vanilla
powder.
or something.
You need
something to
make
make this an actual like smoothie. So that it tastes good. Because what you just described sounds.
Well,
so
he still has to eat the blueberry chunks, right?
But you won't taste it as much. You won't taste that as much with the like protein powder.
Think about all the.
I use a French vanilla.
Yogurt could work.
Think about all the extra shit you're doing. Yeah, you could just. He says he doesn't like yogurt though, right?
I could do yogurt. But I can't put yogurt. I could do yogurt with my chicken. I can't eat yogurt. Like, you know how you like lather your yogurt on your chicken and grill? I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I can't.
But you can't just eat.
Yogurt.
You would save yourself so much time and energy if you just took a cup of blueberries and shoveled them into your mouth. It would be over in 30 seconds.
Just take them down
30
like
seconds
pills.
and you're done. Yeah. Or you can make a Franken blend over here out of Frankenberries.
That's the problem.
But listen, man.
Bro, you just need you need some pepper.
I have some like food PTSD, all right?
PTSD.
You could just be done with the blueberries.
Let's expand on that. What?
Yeah, can you please?
What does that mean?
Where did the blueberries touch you?
What does that mean?
Show me on the doll.
Man, listen, I used to love bananas. I'm talking about I love the shit out of bananas, bro. I would climb the tree in Zambia at my house and just go up the tree.
Don't be telling white folks this, man. We thinking niggas be climbing trees for bananas, bro. We can't.
Come on, man. You can't just say that shit, man.
Right?
You're gonna set us back 7 years.
That's supposed to be some confidential private information, Pat. You're at the meetings. I thought you knew.
But anyways, I loved it so much. I would get bananas from the tree, and one time I got a banana, and it's probably not the right time to get a banana from the tree, and I ate it, and I told you what, the whole day was so bad. I remember I had to go see a doctor, and the doctor had to give me a shot in my butt.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so what did you sure it was a banana? How old were you, and what? I don't know, man. I feel like you could have
Yeah, you could have ate something like I don't know.
It was definitely a banana.
Or
it tasted
maybe
like
you're
a banana.
allergic to bananas.
Are you saying?
No, he just ate a bad banana.
Are you saying one?
But I had to get a shot.
I have a question real quick.
Wait. Are you saying one bad banana ruined most foods? For
Well,
you?
the banana ruined most of the fruits for me, yeah. Because, like, see, and now everything's, like, I don't like shit that's grown. Because shit that's, like, that happened to me. When I ate a banana, it was growing, and it was bad when it fucked me over.
Well, hold on, because I'm about to fuck you
all
up.
All food is grown.
No, fuck that. Less than that. Pat, have you ever had a bad experience with alcohol?
Yeah, but you're supposed to have that.
Are you?
And you put in poison in your body.
So what all I'm saying is that you've had a really bad
going.
hangover, and that didn't turn you off of booze, but you had one banana, and now you don't like produce as a whole.
Yeah, that don't even
no,
add
he
up.
said anything that's grown.
Yeah, because like shit
so
that
we go to
comes-
an apple
like-
orchard. You don't want an apple off a tree?
Nah, I can't do that. No.
What?
That's why I don't like. Yeah, because I feel like I'm gonna die again. I'm telling you, I was so sick. The doctor.
How long ago? How old were you?
I was probably like 5.
Nigga, you did not just give me a single digit.
That was 30 plus years ago. There has been
You haven't dealt with it. This is why you need therapy. You
30
haven't dealt with
presidents,
this
bro.
yet.
What
I
the
want to take
fuck?
Pat to an apple orchard, man,
It
so you can
ruined
experience
all
how
food.
great that shit is.
Oh my God, we're going. All right, so now there's an art museum and an apple orchard.
Oh
No,
my
I'm not gonna eat no
God.
apple off the
Honestly,
tree.
Yeah,
apples,
you are.
You know, apples are kind of gross. Can we go to like maybe like orange or like strawberries or like like
Where you gonna find oranges in Indiana?
how about strawberries? How
No,
about,
you
Man,
think
just
straw-
tripping
how
about
about,
the
how about
oranges.
strawberries
No.
or like blackberries?
No, you just said apples are gross, which is going to be a. What are you talking
What
about?
kind of apples are you eating?
I'll take that back. Apples aren't gross. I eat apples, but like
It
like,
changes colors. I get you.
No.
They
Not,
all
no,
change.
No. Not even the colors. Like honestly, the sour ones are my more favorite. It's just like if I was to tier list fruit, like apple's not very high up. I prefer other fruits before I go to an apple.
Yeah, but what kind of an orchard are you gonna go to? And
And why is it in Georgia? Because it's oranges and peaches.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
peaches would. Oh,
No,
dude, come
fuck
on.
peaches. Peaches got hair. I'm not fucking with no peaches.
Dude.
Tell me you. Oh my God,
Ooh.
there's so many questions.
How about we go find a guava tree?
where?
So we're going to the Caribbean now.
No. They're in like California. There's guava
man.
trees.
The Caribbean's much closer than
Dude,
California. I would
okay.
rather go to the Caribbean.
There's this spice called chaat masala. Okay, and you pour that. That's kind of like Indian tahine or whatever,
Yeah.
So you put that shit on bananas. You put that on apples. You put that on anything, and it's oof. Oh man.
I give you this. If you put that on watermelon, it's good.
some guava with some chaat. Oh my god, dude.
Pat,
that's a childhood snack.
When's the
right
last
there.
time you ate a banana?
The last time was the last time.
Oh man, we need to make sure he's not like
You
allergic though.
Haven't eaten a banana for 30 years.
So one time, my cousin tricked me
Into eating a banana.
Yeah, he tricked me into eating a banana, and it was it was an Indian dish. All right, he tricked me like it was like whatever, and he's like, I put some bananas in there, and I was like, yeah, I know, there's some bananas in there, and then as soon as I bite down, it all. I was gagged.
That's psychosomatic, bro. This shit's in your brain.
But to be fair, it seems like every interaction with a banana has been traumatic.
Yeah, it's been like a trick. Like
no one's ever just been like, "Hey, man, just eat this banana."
I ate a banana once.
You know what? You don't have to eat bananas because there's certain. But like,
grapes.
I could understand you were like, I'm never fucking with bananas again. But you're saying like just.
Because bananas grown, everything else is grown. So I'm gonna die.
Didn't you eat that hot pepper that we had here at work?
That's different.
Peppers grow. Yeah, they are produce.
Yeah, but they're not gonna like get you sick. They don't go bad.
I wager that peppers hurt a little bit more than bananas do.
Yeah, they do. It probably works for your body.
How do mangoes grow? Do they grow in like a bush?
I think they grow in trees.
Yeah. Mango tree. Okay, let's go find a mango tree.
Caribbean.
Yeah,
mangoes got hair too. But that doesn't make mangoes don't have hair.
I think mango might be until you get to the pit, then it gets a little fibery.
Yeah, it's a little fun, but it's not hair.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's not hair.
Yeah, there's hair.
And
Pat, you don't like
eat the pit.
I think mango is my favorite.
You don't like peaches because they got hair?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's other things you eat with hair. I mean,
bro, he don't. Right, just say you don't eat pussy, Pat. Okay.
David. You know that song Peaches and Cream?
Disrespectful.
All right, the weekend catch up. Someone else go, and Pat. It's I guess you're next, but just
all right. Our boy went to Greece, so I was watching Nisa. So I had Nisa for the weekend. It was good to have a little puppy energy around the house. Kept
feeling that puppy energy.
Yeah, it kept you active, kept you on your toes. Like I never realized how much I appreciate Cash. And Nisa's is a great dog. Like not like she's like tearing up the house or anything like that, but she's a puppy, so like you have to keep an eye on her.
Very high energy.
Yeah, she just moves around a lot. So like for me, I just want to sit down.
She shat on my carpet.
She did?
Oh, she's a little carpet shitter. I feel that.
What a bitch.
So I'm just trying to play some like an hour or two of video games. I'm just like, but when I'm getting ready to play and I turn it on, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get a bit of play. Like with Cash, she'll sit there and she'll just chill for like an hour.
Yeah.
But with Nisa, she just can't sit. Like she's like me. She can't sit still for 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah. So you just gotta keep moving around. So you gotta keep following. I realized, but having a puppy, you probably won't be able to have a lot of free time.
It's like having a kid.
Yeah.
Real quick, KPO says that when you go to the produce section, you get Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah, like how do you grocery shop? Why? Wait, do you even grocery shop? Everything in there is grown.
So I do grocery shop.
You just skip the produce aisle?
Yeah, I do skip the produce aisle. I go straight to the meat section and I go straight to the frozen food.
I have bad news for you about meat. It is grown.
It's so wild.
Meat is grown.
It's
grown
so
and
wild that you want to be a bodybuilder, but you've taken most foods off of the table.
But bodybuilders eat protein, but
they also eat spinach. The mountain literally bangs a bag.
I always spinach.
You know spinach is grown.
Yeah, but spinach is not gonna hurt me.
This guy didn't grow up watching Popeye.
All right. Yeah. So I didn't mean to derail you. It's just that thinking of you having a Vietnam flashback standing next to the bananas in the fucking. It's too much.
Just start screaming in the middle of Kroger.
No!
Or just.
I won't go back.
Right. Holding his Kroger Plus card like a weapon.
He's just standing there blank stare. He's got that, sir, 1,000 mile stare. Sir.
Oh, no.
Oh, my fucking God.
That's all you. All right. So, I'm sorry. Anyway, you've got Nisa. You've got a puppy.
Yeah, I had Nisa. But one good thing is, I think I kind of warmed up my parents to have getting another dog. So I'm probably going to be getting another dog in the next 6 months to a year.
All right.
What? But that dog's gonna irritate the fuck out of Cash. Get a tiny puppy so that Cash can help raise it.
Don't get a because she can't
get a little French bulldog, bro,
or like a calm puppy. Don't pick like a rambunctious puppy.
See, I'm thinking about like getting another Pomsky because like another Cash.
Yeah, but I mean, once you rescue. They're gonna come train. They're gonna come potty train you.
See, here's the thing though. Listen.
There's
plenty of. I would love to get myself a big dog. Any kind of. I don't discriminate against dogs. But my parents discriminate against dogs.
Well, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Well, I understand that. But they live with me, They fuck
them still.
they also gotta help me take care of the goddamn dog.
Oh, they will.
They will.
They will.
That's the
What do
thing.
you mean they will?
I mean,
They don't like the dog.
It's that parent thing. Like my parent, my dad was the person in the house. Like everybody really wanted a dog, but my dad was like no. And now that I have my own dog, I bring him around. He's been around there like 3 times, and my dad ordered him like food bowls.
He's like, oh,
Because like he doesn't have anything to drink water out of there, so I had to like go
true.
get him like regular like bowls. So he like ordered like
It's low key human nature. If you
They're
put
gonna be-
something like cute
Yeah.
and furry and small in front of someone,
You literally
See,
can't
no,
have it.
2 days.
it's got small is fine. I could put a small dog in front of my mom and she'd be cool. If I put a big dog in front of her, she's gonna be like, hell no.
Well, here's the thing.
Nah, man.
Navi's mom was the same way about Nico. Nico's a big old black pit bull, and now she's like feeding Nico roti under the fucking table
Right,
on a
like,
daily basis.
yeah, man,
so I
nah,
understand
they be all right.
that you think that they can dictate, but they can't. Whatever dog you get, as long as it's just a like, oh, that's it. They're gonna fold.
All right, bet. Oh, I do want to rescue, but
yeah. I don't think I could ever get a puppy. I've seen enough people like go from the full puppy, which like, I'm sure you have like a closer bond and everything, but like fuck all that, dude. Like every dog I've ever interacted with has been a rescue. They came potty trained. I've never had to deal with that phase.
Oh man,
Like it's
I want to go through that though. Like you
I
know that's like a
don't.
badge of honor, ain't it?
nah.
it is, man. It's kind of
It's like because I feel
I feel you.
it's
it
fun
is.
when you can like you just like, oh man, I taught that brain to do that.
yeah, you know,
Right.
like with Cash, I taught her a little bit. I didn't teach her everything, you know. I
Man.
can't.
My last puppy, I taught him. I potty trained him. I was like, I think I was like 8 or 9, and I potty trained him, and I helped raise him, and I cleaned up his throw up and all that shit. And I did it all, and I bottle fed him and everything.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and then
And why you hate dogs?
I don't hate dogs. Mm-hmm. Why do you think I hate dogs?
Dogs don't like you.
Nico loves me.
Nisa,
Cash loves me.
Nisa don't.
I almost called him Chuck.
Hey man, I think dogs are kind of racist because like
They can be.
Like,
They can be, but
I've
I think
seen
Nisa just doesn't like me.
No, I like this has happened with like it's happened with Chester even like when Mikey used to come around he used to bark at him. I've only ever seen like certain dogs like bark at black.
Well, the question is this: how many black folks are you usually around?
I mean, quite like it,
Nah, yeah, that's true.
yeah.
So I feel like Chester might just not like Mikey. I don't fucking know.
No. I mean, he was fine after like 1 or 2 times. Not just Chester. I'm saying like Nisa, Nico, everybody.
I mean, no, Nico's good. Nico's a pit bull. She's one of us. Nisa is Nisa's a little white dog, so she can't. She is. No, I'm just saying. All right, look. If you think about it this way, it's gonna be that because black folks have dogs and we love our dogs just as much as anybody fucking else do. But when you got a dog and you're mostly around white folks, they're gonna see black people as being like something different, like they don't fucking understand. But then eventually they'll get used to it. But if you do meet a white person with a dog that's all like super barking at you, like, I don't know, maybe you ain't got enough black friends. Maybe that's your dog telling you that 13% of your friends should be black. I don't know. Just fucking maybe you
Your
gotta
dog
figure
told
it
on
out.
you, bro.
You told on yourself.
A little bit of math.
This is why you and your dog ain't invited to the cookout.
Exactly. I'm about to say, you need to get invited to a few different cookouts, and then you get it.
Hey. So I just have a question for you. How many watches you got?
3.
Is that a Fitbit or is that a watch?
Both.
That's dope. So why'd you get a Fitbit?
Oh, take watch for my steps. I like how it wakes me up. It just vibrates.
Won't you not get what your wife got, the Galaxy?
She's got a Fitbit too. She just has a bigger Fitbit.
But she do text and stuff, right?
No. I don't want to text from my fucking wrist like George Jetson.
Yeah, that just feel, it's like
When you guys talk to your wrist, I feel like you're doing extra shit when you're like,
Yeah.
I'll be there in 30 seconds. It's like, I don't know. I get it.
But it's
dope.
a lot easier, low key though, because you don't have to type it out.
I mean, yeah, I don't, but I don't know. I'm cool
And
with
you know what's
cool with
crazy?
this
Actually, it helps a lot more when I'm driving because, like, so if I drive like this,
Yeah.
and the mic literally picks me up better than my phone will on speaker. So, like, yeah.
But I mean, when
Well,
I'm driving, my phone connects Bluetooth. Look,
would-
I just got
I
this
would
one.
feel
That's
like
true.
Inspector.
I could have got the bigger one. I like it.
I'm not declining. I mean, it's nice. I'm just surprised you got one. Like you had 3 watches. You had a nice gold watch. Now you're never gonna wear the gold watch.
What
now.
you just saw me with the gold watch a day ago.
That's
so,
true.
but now you're gonna wear this every day because you got to count your steps
No,
every day.
I've been having this. I don't count my steps every day. When I
count
go
my
work
steps
out,
every day.
I'm gonna wear this. When I'm going to the gym, I'm gonna wear this. When I go to sleep, I'll wear this. When I'm on a low key outfit day, which is today, I'm gonna wear this.
Okay.
But then when I want to wear my watch, I wear my watch. It's all jewelry to me. It just all does different shit.
Wouldn't it be cool if the fucking gold watch could count your steps, though?
It can. If you get a fan, there's probably a gold watch out there that's also a smartwatch, right?
Yeah. I mean, if
they
I
make-
can get a gold version of this.
For real?
Yeah, they make like metal straps for it too.
Yeah, but I like this band because I can still rock climb with this. I'm gonna scratch it up at the bottom of that shit, and it's like a magnetic clasp and all
Yeah.
that shit. So
Nice.
a good watch.
Spidey, what you do over the weekend?
I definitely went to bike party.
Yeah, bike party. Bang. One of these days, we're going to get all 4 of us at bike party.
I didn't see you there either.
I know, it was crazy. I was
That's
looking
crazy.
It was Bria's first bike party, so it was a lot of fun. We really got out there.
We got to get Bria a bike now, right?
Man,
Yeah,
you guys
now
spoiled
that I
her
spoiled.
with the dome.
Yeah.
That was my first time going to the Dome too. But
I've never been there.
Well, this ride was but this one, Mickey, they went straight, instead of doing the 3 stops, they just went straight to the velodrome because because the bridge that's out, 3 stops would have made sense, but because the bridge that's out, you kind of have to go from downtown straight there. Like there's literally no easy way to get there anymore. So she did have a good time at there, but she also missed the whole 3 stops. We party at each stop.
Yeah, she still wants to go to the next one. So we're definitely gonna be at the next one.
Man, I miss living in it.
Hey man, I'm gonna hit you up with some
downtown's
Facebook bike suggestions for the low.
Perfect. What the fuck did we do Saturday? I want to say we damn near recouped Saturday. I think we might have actually both had to work. And also I signed up for a climbing competition
This Saturday?
Yeah, actually tomorrow.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm competing tomorrow. By the way.
Oh what?
Have you been training?
Yeah,
Every day.
Like
Yeah,
to see who
basically.
can get up to the top the fastest?
No, it's gonna be who can do basically the most with the fewest attempts.
Oh,
What do you
Nice.
mean?
what
In
constitutes?
their category. So I'm climbing in the intermediate category. I'm climbing however many routes there are. Excuse me, for the intermediate. And then seeing who does it with the fewest attempts, basically.
The last time they had a competition, you had an issue where you had to work the same day, right?
Yeah, I do have to work this day too. Except I'm.
But you
competing.
cut out time for competing.
Yeah, so I'm competing from 1 to 3, and then I'm working at 6. But still,
Okay.
So everybody runs those same routes in your category?
yeah.
And you want to see all right, bet. Because the reason I know this is happening is because me and Marquetta went to the gym last night to do some climbing, and that was
Sauced.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, the whole gym's been closed all week.
Yeah.
I'm hyped though. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time.
Well, that's what you do on Sunday.
What the fuck, Sunday? Who thinks about their Sundays?
Yeah.
What did I do
Sundays
on
are for
Sunday?
morning sex and yard work.
Yeah, actually, I want to say we did. Did we cook and clean? I feel like it was just a day of kind of moseying around. I know I streamed a little bit of God of War. I think.
Nice.
I'm gonna start doing that because the game's incredible, and I'm like, nah, man, someone's got to witness this because I'm fighting for my life at some of these points, and then I'm finally getting through it. And I'm just like, yes. No one there was like Watchdog, my guy.
I'm gonna try patch drink.
Oh God, no.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't look that.
I don't.
It looks like a dish that you left soap in for too long. Oh, it doesn't look
You're
too bad.
causing your own trauma, Pat.
You know, if you just ate blueberries, you wouldn't have to deal with the texture of whatever. This feels like
Whatever
sea
that
foam
is.
hitting your mouth.
That's what it
This feels
looks
like a jellyfish came on my face and I had to slurp the juices off.
You're causing your own trauma.
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah, exactly. That's straight up pulp, Johnny Blue.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's all pulp and ice at the top. There's seeds
How do I
and
get
shit.
rid of that?
Bro,
You would
blend
strain it
bro.
out if
With
you
a-
wanted to.
with a binder like
Strain it.
protein powder or milk,
But
or like
less than that.
almond milk.
Yeah, that would all work too. Also, the way to get rid of that is just to eat the blueberry.
Swallow them like
Thus,
pills.
by not having to do whatever this is. At
No,
the
you're
time.
on the right track.
Just
You're just missing
abomination.
you're just missing an ingredient.
Yeah, you need a powder.
You could make a delicious smoothie.
Yeah, honestly,
Hey,
yogurt.
no. I think I'm going to try the protein powder because there's no milk in that. I don't like the yogurt. I like
What-
yogurt.
Like,
But listen, no,
almond
if you
milk?
put just protein powder and water in this,
Yeah.
it's going to be worse.
not even
For
like,
real?
not even like almond milk. Yeah. Honestly, because like with protein powder, you need some kind of like.
God damn.
You need the
Wait,
fat,
do you
dog.
have a flavored protein powder, or is it just protein powder?
No, I have it flavored. It's
You
chocolate.
could do it with water, but like it'll be creamier.
I wouldn't do
with
chocolate.
But hold on, so you think that protein powder mixing in with this, like it's gonna be
You-
protein powder and water down here, and
you
it's gonna
can-
be fucking pulp.
So
at the
what-
top.
No,
what
it'll mix it all
causes
together.
that?
The
It'll
protein
mix it
powder
all-
will
it'll
mix it
mix
all
it.
together.
It'll
It'll
mix
just
it.
be a smoothie.
It'll mix it.
Okay, never mind.
But
All right.
it won't be as creamy as if you use like almond milk or like some healthy dairy alternative.
Yeah, you don't like
You
almond
don't like
milk?
almond milk?
Almonds got titties.
Yeah. Or what other kind? There's soy milk. what
Oat
other-
milk.
No, so you
it's
can't
got
do soy
titties.
milk. Soy
There's
milk
a-
will get bitches.
there's
You'll get bitches if because
There's like
soy's got
hemp milk.
estrogen in it, so you can't do.
There's hemp.
You don't want to be a
hemp
soy
milk.
boy.
I want to be a soy boy.
I love soy. I'm such a soy boy. Look at me. Well, if that's the case, how come more Asian people don't have bitch tits? They got soy sauce. It's made out of soy.
That's a good point. Maybe you know it's in the genetics that they could have to work.
Or maybe it's a lie.
Maybe you'd have to have so much soy with the extra estrogen in it that like maybe you could. I don't know.
Yeah, drink it.
I don't know.
Drink it by the Guinness pint.
So I don't know. If women drink soy milk, do they get bigger titties?
Ooh, whoa, science.
Hashtag bad anatomy. Mickey, we can catch her. We're stuck in a loop here.
We're gonna need a test group for that. We're gonna need a myth bust that one. I had a pretty eventful weekend. Not in the best way, but we won't talk about that. But like I did do one thing that I have a funny story for. So there's a auction going on right now for a show that I'm a very big fan of. And there's like a lot of cool show memorabilia up for grabs, and I want some of it, right?
What show?
I don't want to say.
No, man, why not?
He can't because other people will get on the auction if he does.
No, I don't want to say.
Why?
I don't want to say. Because I actually want one of the things. But here's what happened. Okay, I signed up for the website, put in all my information. Now I'm thinking this is like eBay style. But even on eBay, if you put a bid, you're like obligated to that if you win it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was just like blinded by the, oh my God, you can buy this stuff. And it wasn't like as expensive as I thought it was going to be. So I was like, holy shit. So I was just blinded by that. So I just start bidding. I just start bidding on just a bunch of shit. Just a lot of stuff. And then I was like, okay, yeah, this is getting a little overboard. So I was like, let me change some of my bids and see if I can like lessen the amount. Because, and then I couldn't do that. So I was like,
that's not how it works at all.
So I was like, that's yeah. So then I go to the FAQ and I was like, oh no. So I was like, oh shit. I thought I was gonna have the option to be like, yeah, if you want to buy it, you can. I was like, but I'm obligated to it. So this has somewhat of a happy ending. But at one point, I was on the hook for like $5,000.
Oh no.
But hold on, it could have been a coolest item. I might be worth it for $5K. What was it?
Well, it was accumulative of like everything I'd bid on.
Oh, that's not bad. You got a whole bunch of stuff. Remember bills for $5K? What was the show?
I'm not gonna wait. Hang on. The thing is, there was like still like 15 days left, right? So
You're hoping someone outbid you?
I was like, because I was on the hook for like over $5,000, man. I was like, I'm gonna have to fucking pay this. Like, like even in the FAQ, like there was one question. It was like, I accidentally placed a bid. What? Can
and it was like, buy it.
Yeah, no, they were like, unfortunately, you're legally obligated, even if you accidentally do it. And so I was like, oh shit. So I have been since then outbid on most of the things. I'm still on the hook for one item, but I want to be on the hook for that item.
How much is this item going to be?
It's still gonna be like $1,500.
Oh,
But it's gonna be fucking cool if I get it.
Like, is it something
What
you
is
wear?
it?
Or
I
is it just like a
I don't want to say.
Okay.
All right, if I say it, will you guys promise not to bid on stuff?
How about this? You don't have to say it right now, but you at least still tell me afterwards.
Yeah,
I'll tell you afterwards.
Yeah,
because I want to buy some stuff
Yeah,
too.
I want the normies to buy some stuff. To be honest, I want us to buy some stuff.
Well, come on. I think, Mickey, you should share this wealth of knowledge you have. I think you
Should I just say it?
I think you should say it.
Nah, man, because I want that thing, and if it goes,
It's $1,500. That was going to
yeah, but like if it goes up any higher, there's
You know what's funny? One of the fans is gonna hear this, see this, get it, snap a picture of it, and send this shit to you directly on Instagram and be like, "Was this it, Mickey?
I will.
Is this what you were after?"
I will hire a Reddit forensic person that found Shia LaBeouf's flag in the desert to figure out where that is and like heist that shit out of there. Like,
what?
He's saying that he's gonna spend extra. He's gonna reserve that $1,500 to steal that shit from you.
Johnny Blue said, "I better suck your dick at that price."
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm probably gonna get outbid
I have
because
bad news about my e-bike.
I do have a max bid on it. Like, if I get outbid, I'm not going any further. But there's like several things. That's the most expensive thing I want. But then there's like other cool shit.
Sure, you're not going any further
within like the $300 to $500 range. Still a lot of money.
Okay.
Well, what is that though? Like, what is the $300-$500?
Like,
He can't tell you.
like costumes, like full costumes.
Oh yeah, we could use that shit.
Like worn by the actual actors.
Oh fuck it, okay. Then you gotta tell me the show later.
It's gonna
Well,
smell
then,
like them.
yeah.
I might.
Yeah, run that shit.
It might. You could get some. Some.
Can I find a Spider-Man costume?
Okay,
Spider-Man's not a part of this particular
There's all
series.
kinds of auctions. Up for there's all kinds of.
Where do you find stuff like this?
You gotta look for it.
Do you just go to Google and say,
okay.
show auctions, or what do you do?
I don't think Google can help you. I don't think anybody should Google anything. I don't think
What?
I don't think Google. I don't think that's it. I think you might want to try Bing, or actually, you gotta know.
XG's.
Actually, you need to. It's the you gotta track down a 2007 copy of the Yellow Pages and
Look for a guy named Jenkins Crispy.
on
No.
page 666. You're gonna find a number for a guy named Gary.
Yeah. Mickey said, "Don't stay far away from it."
He's a really friendly looking
Get away!
dude.
Don't. I just want that one thing. It'll be so cool. And the thing is, I have nowhere in my house to put it.
Is it big?
Is it big, small?
I will have to figure something out. Like this is just.
Did you buy a car?
No.
Empty your garage. We'll put it in the garage.
I straight up will. I was.
And then maybe we could put a green screen behind it, and we can do like some bullshit fake shots with
I'm
it.
gonna do something with it. Like I'm gonna.
I hope you get it.
I'll make content.
Do you know what it is?
I'm gonna make content out of it and then write it off.
Bet.
You know what I want to do? I want to find like a Deadpool costume. I want to paint it all black. I want to like cut the head out so I can put like my dread.
Oh, you want to be like
Yeah.
Venom?
And I'm just gonna call it Dreadpool. And I wanna do
Dreadpool,
a bunch of
nice.
just random athletic shit through the city and fuck with people.
Honestly, that would slap. I don't think that you need to. We can just find you if you just want to make Dreadpool content
Yeah, right.
on your
But,
phone
you know,
and put that on. Yeah, I think we could do that.
it'd be a lot of fun.
All right, y'all. Well, now that we're done with the weekend catch up, which is 90% of this podcast, because we couldn't get over the fact that Pat's been traumatized by bananas, and how could we?
The conversation.
Also, I think everyone should try this because like it doesn't taste bad. It's just it's all texture. Look at how much texture you have to get through.
I know.
Yeah.
You're
There's a lot of
causing your
different-
own trauma. No wonder you.
I just really want you to make it a smoothie.
I really want to strain it. If you just strained it, it was blueberry water.
I feel like just straight up
shouldn't be
smoothie.
separated like
No,
that.
but see, what I usually do is I drink a little bit of water. So now, what I can't do because we're recording, but I'll keep blending until I'll keep blending until I don't see that shit.
See, this feels like you're into segregation.
The ice is eventually gonna melt. Then it's just like blueberry pulp and water.
No, but then when it comes to ice stuff, I put some more water and just keep blending until I don't have to worry about it.
So then you're ruining the. Oh no, bro. Yeah, man.
Pat, you
need a
would
Bonnie
save
and do that.
yourself.
If you just added like almond.
If you just ate a cup of blueberries, if you just closed your eyes and ate some
You know
fucking,
how much is a cup of blueberries? Have you ever seen a cup of blueberries?
yeah. I would pay you to let me eat a cup of blueberries,
I can't believe you've never eaten a cup of blueberries yourself. Like it's
right? You just
high
stand around and next thing you know they're
antioxidants.
gone. You're like, oh, I guess I ate a whole bunch of blueberries. I'm just saying.
I tried blueberries the other day. All right, some of them were sweet and some of them were tarty. What the fuck is wrong with blueberries?
Yeah, bro. That's how fruit works.
Yeah,
it's all gonna be different.
Do you prefer tart or sweet?
Neither.
What do you want? What do you want it to taste like?
There was two answers and he gave a third unexpected answer.
I just feel like we've gotta branch you out, man. Have you ever eaten a smoothie like just from outside, just anywhere else, like ordinary?
Yeah, but
They normally use banana in there as a
yeah,
base.
but I tell them don't put the banana in there.
Oh my god,
That's one of the binders in
you
the
clever
smoothie.
son of a bitch. Like how the fuck
Oh my
do you
god.
avoid this?
All right. We're going to go through some shit kind of quick. All right. This week in things to talk about. One, we are literally not mentioning the indictments. There are more. We're not mentioning it. If you guessed who it was, you probably guessed right. Moving on.
Yep.
Hawaii is on fire. People
Still.
are jumping into the ocean to get away from the fires, and they found the culprit.
There's the power.
Yeah, it was
right?
power lines.
Yeah,
There were some faulty power lines, and there was a bad windstorm
Oh
coming through.
my
They were supposed to turn the
God.
power off, and they didn't, and it burned down Maui.
Oh my.
And a lot of people are suing the power company because they're saying that they put in, like, all the stuff they put in was too weak to survive a strong windstorm, and that's against like.
Oh, they also knew. They knew well
yeah.
ahead. Here's the other thing. People are now vacationing still over there and having fun. People are doing a little snorkeling adventures while people are dying. I don't know if you guys know how we got Hawaii. Are you familiar with how we got Hawaii?
Up.
I am not.
Didn't Hawaii
you could-
annex itself?
No. If anyone, all right, Spidey, you know. So between me.
don't
Oh,
all
okay.
the
Well,
way know.
if anyone wants to guess how we got Hawaii,
Probably
same way we got
a
America.
violent takeover.
I don't think it was a violent takeover. I think it annexed itself.
Did we just tell them they were American?
It's colonialism. Hawaii was a kingdom. There was a kingdom in Hawaii, and we were like, well, that's ours now. We are taking it. So
now you guys do your little dance for us for money, and it's kind of fucked up.
yeah. So there's
White
Native
Lotus.
Hawaiians, they're the ones who's losing out on this. Property value in Hawaii has been skyrocketing, and now that a bunch of houses have burned down, they're going to rebuild these houses. They're probably going to cost more money, thus by pushing people who are Native Hawaiian out more. You know how Puerto Rico should probably be a state, but it's not, and it's in some kind of weird limbo.
Yeah, why is it not a state? It annexed itself to be a state.
It did not annex.
What is our states got annexed? I know for sure.
It did not make its own choices.
Yeah. Well, listen, they voted. They probably should be a state. Well, here's one of the main reasons why people argue not to have Hawaii or Washington, D.C. as a state is because of both of those, not Hawaii, Puerto Rico, is because both of those places were states. It would tip the 50-state situation to being more voting Democratic is what they think, right? They think that Puerto Ricans would vote Democratic, and we all know that Washington, D.C. probably would as well because of the makeup of it. So the argument is essentially we can't have more states because more states would be political, but any state we would have would be political, just in general, because a state is indeed a political entity. So the argument is just we can't have more states. Listen, we did this whole thing during the Civil War.
The
where
Democrats are dumb because the Democrats, when they're in the presidency for a long time, right now, they should be pushing to make sure Puerto Rico and fucking Washington, D.C. becomes it. That's what the fuck are they doing?
Don't disagree at all. Well, I think it takes everybody to agree. We would need Republicans to agree on this, which Republicans would be disenfranchising themselves by agreeing on it. Two-party system is trash. Also, during the Civil War, when we added a state, we had to add 2 states at a time because it would be like, hey, well, that state's a free state and that state's a slave state because they didn't want it to ever get out of balance right before the Civil War. So, same deal. Same thing. Still here. 1800s. Hawaii's fucked via climate change and bad regulations of their power system, and they're gonna bunch of people are gonna buy shit on the island.
If a fire is started by electricity, because we learned like when you're younger to stop an electric fire, you basically cut the power source first, and then you dull out the flame with some sort of a flame retardant. It's not an electric fire the whole time, right?
No. The electric fire just provides the sparks to start because there's like underbrush and undergrowth and shit. Like
that's what I thought.
If the conditions are right for a forest fire,
so it's just burning all the trees, and because I know there's a lot of
it's burning all the shit that can be burned. Yeah.
There. God damn.
Damn.
So it's a really bad one, and we found out the reason why, and it sucks because it's kind of like, damn, that's preventable. So there's a huge giant forest fire that's preventable.
Sheesh.
I mean, all forest fires are preventable, aren't they?
And like,
sometimes lightning just strikes a dry bush in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, all right, Pat, what do you know about the Blindside?
Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was my reaction too.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
If I had $1 for every time I've ever had a friend who was super into football being like, you gotta watch the Blindside.
Yeah. So the Blindside was one of my, next to like Remember the Time, one of my favorite movies growing up. Football movies teaches you a lot. And one of the reasons why I really love this movie was because
Sandra Bullock,
and also that wife, that family that took in a player, and it was like they think about this. They took that family is also from Alabama, so Alabama is like
Roll Tide.
The Roll Tide, and they're known like I'm not saying most of Alabama are racist, but like slavery is that's where that's where like people get buy and sold from it. Like
the Montgomery Brawl, baby.
All right.
So like for a family in that state to take in a black player and then make him, well, at least the movie portrayed it to be his own family. I was like, fuck, that's dope as fuck. That is really cool. And not only that, it was like a really rich white Christian family that did this. So that's even breaking the stereotypes. And so like, okay, that's really cool. That movie grossed a lot of money. I think it was like one of the small budgets. It was like 30 million and they made like 300 million or something like that.
And won an Oscar.
Yeah. And Sandra Bullock won an Oscar, right?
Yeah.
For it. So I feel like I don't think Sandra Bullock should get her Oscar taken away because she just did a great job, but I think it should get tainted a little bit because I don't know how much hands the person who actually sold that story to Disney.
They probably didn't know.
What was the category she won in?
Huh?
Like what was the category that she won for? Because if it was like the best actress in a true story. Yeah, it was fucking frauds.
I don't think that's a category.
I know. Yeah,
I mean, I don't hold anything against Sandra Bullock. I mean, she
acted in a movie. It's not like she's going to do the research to see if the movie's legit or not.
She did her, and if she put on a good performance, regardless of the story, like I mean, like it's
she won for best actress.
I'm more on Disney not doing the research. You know, because if you're going to show
Was
this,
it a Disney movie?
Yeah, I think it was a Disney movie.
I think it was Fox.
Fox? What it was? Fox is a big ass studio. One of these big ass studios. One of these big ass studios pulled this movie off. They should have done the research to do it because they're really telling everyone this is based on true events, and like none of it's based on true events.
But hold on, that's the thing. Real quick. While one, I do agree. That's why they don't say this story is true. They say it's based on
true
because
events,
the word "based on" means that like
that's the legal.
Who the fuck it?
You think that every single movie says it's based on like Paranormal Activity is like based on a true event. Those true events could be there were scary sounds in my house and I thought it was a ghost.
It's called,
so I made a movie.
Inspired by true events. Inspired by true events is great because you could just.
So inspired by true events is more?
No, they're all they both mean the same thing.
It's just protective language.
That's stupid shit.
It's also why you see disclaimers in video games like all the characters in this game are fictional. Any portrayal to real people is purely coincidence.
All right, well, I'll tell you this right now. You go pull
Warner
10
Brothers.
people right now, and you ask people about Blindside. I guarantee all of them will say they thought this was a true story. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
But
No one's gonna say, "Oh, some of it's gonna be fake."
Yeah,
No,
but that doesn't hold up in a court of law.
I know that, but you know what, Disney, fuck you.
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
I mean,
It's not a documentary. Documentaries.
I could, you know what? Even less than Disney, I'm just gonna say to the fucking the family.
The family's fucked up. They're stupid.
Because here's the thing: if you are Disney or Fox or whatever, you get this story coming to you. You're gonna see dollar signs. You're like, damn, that's a hell of a story. Like, why would I bother doing any more research?
I mean,
I'm already seeing.
This is your reputation. I mean, that's what
But
I would think.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's-
something you
but it's-
definitely want to
it-
research before you put that news out.
But like, to them, it's just a movie. They're not filming a documentary. They're buying a script for a story, and they're like, damn, this is a hell of a story. We're gonna definitely make this. Like, to them, it's not a. They have no burden to like tell. You know
the actual define them. They're not journalism.
The
journalism is out there to try and tell you the
thing
truth.
is,
They're making movies. It's art.
They had him sign adoption papers.
Yeah.
What he thought was adoption papers, and it was a conservatorship.
Yep.
And it. What the?
Well, they clapped back and said that they were like, he knew what he was signing this whole time. And they were saying the only reason why he was doing this was because of everyone's learning about the Britney Spears conservatorship. So there's some back and forth where like they're gonna have to drop some text messages to prove some shit.
But I thought conservatorships were specifically for people that can't take care of themselves. Like they need that kind of support. Like that's because he's a fucking football player. Like he's fine. Like
he signed that when he was I think like 17 or 18.
I know, but I thought conservatorships were specifically designed for situations where like the person in the conservatorship, that person either like they're mentally ill or physically debilitated. Like they cannot make their decisions for themselves. Like that's what it's supposed to be.
I mean, Britney Spears signed it, and it was during like a breakdown that she was having. But I thought it was also a little bit before that. Oh, hold on. No, KPO says that you can sign them voluntarily.
Yeah,
you could just give up them rights.
That's stupid. That whatever. But that family took advantage of him, which was stupid as fuck. And I'm really shitty. Just because they made so much money off of this and he didn't get nothing. Because like I think the royalties, he gets $0 from Blindside. The movie's based on him. They wouldn't have that fucking movie without him. But their two legitimate childs will get royalties for the rest of their life. So they're approximately like $4 to $5 million. They're gonna get, which is just fucking ridiculous. Even though their family is already loaded enough. So do you really?
Here's one of the reasons why I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true because, man, oh man, Alabama has a deep old history of white folks profiting off of black folks. And it kind of feels like modern day that. I'm hoping it's not true. We're still information still coming out.
I wonder if he's been like trying to like speak out about this, but it's only just now getting traction because like. I mean, I know like this is probably something traumatic and difficult to talk about, but like it is like I guess the cynical side of me is like why now?
Well, I mean, I think it could be one of those things where he thought it was one thing and it wasn't another. Like we don't exactly know what the conservatorship was.
Yeah. So reason why he's bringing it up now was that so he's not playing football anymore.
Yeah.
And so he's like, for the longest time, like he thought he was getting money from Blindside.
So he just thought his Blindside money was stacking up in a fucking bank somewhere.
And he realized it's not coming in.
And with the writer's strike
and he went to the lawyers and they saw, hey, you gave away your rights to this. He's like, how the fuck? And then that's where it all came down. Yeah, this just recently happened in February. So it wasn't like he's come trying to take his. He's like, where's my money? Because he thought he was going to get that money because the movie's based on him. At least some.
So he just recently found out about the conservatorship.
In February, this February.
Oh yeah, man, fuck them.
So there's a lot of things around the story. I do want to know, like, I think there's gonna be some proper investigation, like the actual truth, and not that I'm trying to side with the family. I just hope these motherfuckers, like, to be so blatantly evil, because I mean this shit's evil. Being like, yo,
he was looking for a family.
You want a family? We're gonna give you a family, but you're gonna pay for it. We're gonna get fucking money off of this shit. Like that, I would.
It sounds a lot like slavery.
It sounds a lot like slavery, Spidey. It's just kind of.
And the worst is they're still using his name to profit of it.
I mean, it 100% is that, but like, I guess like, I guess they must have not been like. How much, while in his adult years, like he's playing football and stuff, like I wonder how much he saw them. Like, because like if they're hoarding most of the money, like they must have maybe not been flaunting it. Because I would have been like, yo, what the fuck you got?
They were already rich though.
They were super rich. They had like multiple franchises. Like they were one of the richest families in town. So this is what I hope for. I know they own a lot of KFCs, a lot of Taco Bells, and all that family does in their town. I hope every single one of their stores goes under.
Yeah, it's not.
1-star review everything.
Well, it would be nice. Like, honestly, here's the thing.
I hope they get those franchises taken away from them because it's not KFC's fault. It's like they're franchisee owners.
No. But I'm saying I hope like
their specific
ones.
Yeah,
like their specific ones. Yeah, like, I mean,
I think it is. So the conservatorship, I don't think is even an argument anymore because I think like his brother came out and he was like, yeah, we blah 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 blah. He knew maybe when he signed a conservatorship he didn't know what it was. Maybe he didn't know what he was signing into. He was a kid. But the fact is that like even if these people are his family, they let him be taken advantage of. Yeah. They're actively getting money off of this shit. And when they thought he was going to be cool because he was in an NFL, there's been the whole entire premise of the show Ballers is that NFL motherfuckers don't know what to do with their money because guess what? No one teaches you about economic anything before you're making fucking $60,000 a week or having fucking I don't know how much. But you get what I'm saying? Like it's a problem. And if they were a rich family and they were treating him like family, he should be as equally fucking set up as anyone else in that family. If I was him, I'd be at every fucking Thanksgiving making an absolute. And no one's having fun until this shit is solved. Until this shit is fixed, no one's having fun. Yep. That's it. Like I'm here every fucking day. It's gonna be a fucking problem. I can't imagine. Like that's
dude. That's
like be like, damn, y'all sold me into slavery. Y'all supposed to be my fucking family. What the fuck? Like,
it
sounds like some Boondock shit. It's wild.
It sucks because like obviously he came from a lot of trauma and he had no family. He was abandoned, and this whole time he was looking for family, and the ones that he found like just fucked him up.
Yeah, don't trust them new white folks over there.
Them bammins.
All right, cool. Well, now we're on to the movie. Yeah. Moon. All right, Pat. Sorry, you're in the hot seat again.
Yeah, you got that dunce cap.
No, I watched that movie. Chillax. I watched the whole movie.
You didn't though, because I asked you what happened at the end, and you were like, he went back to work, and that's.
No, I said he went back to Earth. He flew
went back to Earth.
Oh, okay.
Well, Pat. So you started watching this movie.
Yes, sir.
And then I walked into work at about 9:00, as your boy do, and I walked into the back, and I heard you listening to the first 5 minutes of the movie.
So I feel like you just exaggerating a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Which parts? Which parts?
Because I came in at 9:30.
The timing. Like I think I started the movie around like 8:45.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So well, regardless, I had Shelby and Spencer both hearing you come out saying the movie's boring. Yes, and you had only been how many minutes in?
About 20
minutes or so.
20
You got to the part where he wrecked the rover.
Yes.
And you were like, this is it. This is boring. I don't like this.
Well, he got to...
The premise didn't intrigue you? Like, we got clean energy. It's coming from the dark side of the moon? Like
that intrigued me. It intrigued me, but like... there was no other characters. It was just him and that robot the whole time. So I'm like... Oh man, is this because the way I was thinking about it, it's gonna be like, man, this guy's just gonna go psycho, and this is a movie just about him going psycho. I'm like, I see.
So you assumed, and when you assume,
you become an asshole.
Close enough. Yes. Well, I just I feel like whenever we suggest movies on the podcast,
I know,
we
I
all
know.
watch Medea Goes to Jail for you.
I know.
And you couldn't watch Moon for us.
I did though. You guys
My
act like
bad.
I didn't watch the movie.
I had to literally, Pat comes into the office and I had to be like, Pat, he's a clone and he doesn't know he's a clone. And he's like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'm going to go watch the movie. And it was like,
You cliff notes it.
you just could have,
cliff
all you had
notes
to
it.
do was 10 more minutes. If you'd have made it past 10 more minutes, I felt like if I'd have told you to, like, Pat, you need to watch 10 more minutes of the movie and it's going to hook you. If I'd have told you that, I don't think you would have went back. I think you'd have still been like, ah. Anyway, well, I'm glad you watched it.
I'm not gonna lie. When you told me this thing, the whole thing was a clone thing and all that shit, that made it 10 times better.
Yeah, and you
It
know
made
what?
it 10 times better because low key,
you-
if I would have went back there, I'd probably be watching and be on my phone at the same time.
And
So,
and
do you-
you know, if you're so selfish when you
selfish!
you're selfish as hell when you watch movies, bro. You can't, like somebody made art. just give it a fucking second.
Right, I was gonna say, like, do you want to be spoiled before you watch a movie, like the old, like on the surprise?
I mean, sometimes like don't you read like the last page of the book or something like so you know what you're getting
No.
into?
No,
You guys are lying out here. You done if you guys read the last page of the book, last chapter,
No, you
Not
read.
once.
the
so you
whole
know what
book.
you're getting into.
I
that's
actually,
the part of the
I
journey.
actually stop reading the book when I'm nearing the end because I don't want it to finish. Like I tend to like not finish things because I don't want it to finish.
Same with video
I like to
games,
try
too.
to figure out the ending of the book while I'm reading.
See,
it.
I need to know what's happening to get into it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be all over the place.
So you're
So then, how do you get into anything?
So you're just basic.
I ain't basic.
You're
Get out of here.
basic.
You're basic.
I have to agree with these
Yeah,
guys.
basic.
I just look. I feel like I don't want to. All of the movies we've watched on this podcast, I'm going to say 90 to 95%.
They're good.
Bangers. We
Bangers.
keep submitting actual bangers.
But this
Bangers.
when the movie podcast gives you a movie, you sit through it. In fact, I recall once before someone sat through Princess fucking Diaries, which was not on the list,
The
and they
only
found
dissertation that we
meaning
ever got.
in it. And you couldn't watch Moon
Which is-
because it
Moon
was
was
only
fucking
one
great.
person.
Moon was great.
Yeah,
That's what's
and it was like a
impressive about it.
2009 movie.
And
That's
so you
old
got
to
shit
you
against
now?
old movies.
And it was,
And
and
That's old to you now?
yeah, it's old, bro.
Pat, you and Serge both have a problem with old movies. Do you remember when we watched The Thing?
That was good.
Why do you think? Why don't you just
But
believe
because
in us?
but
Why don't you believe in us? I don't know. I'm confused. I feel.
I
like
know, but there were so many things stacking a bit. Like it was one person movie. It was an indie movie. It was an old movie. So I figured,
Medea's an indie movie. You like indie movies?
yeah. But that's because I like Medea.
I don't know.
That's a background movie. Those are background
No,
movies.
it's not background movies.
Those
All
are
right,
background
so
movies.
let's talk about it. We all watched Moon.
Moon is I
It's
love
just
it.
fucked up.
It's the first movie I ever saw Sam Rockwell in.
Yeah.
And he instantly became a favorite.
Charlie's Angels for me.
Really?
He's the villain.
Oh,
Charlie's
okay.
Angels.
Yeah, I'd never seen him before in anything, or maybe I just didn't notice. But like,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
it was great.
That's what I remembered.
Moon is great. It's just it's sad. It's just like I had seen it before, so this is my second time, and yeah.
I feel like
it was-
the way that we know, the only way that they
was-
were able to get we know that they were able to make so many clones. We just kind of have to assume that it was cheaper to do that than AI.
Yeah. Okay. So I think the commentary of the movie is like there are certain jobs. Oh wow!
Shit.
What movie is that?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Okay. So
Showing off young Sam Rockwell.
I think the commentary of the movie, from what I interpreted, is like there are certain jobs that just cannot be machine replaced.
Yeah.
I think for the advancement of humanity, there has to be an equivalent exchange. Like somebody somewhere is going to suffer. You know, like we know how our smartphones are made. Somebody somewhere is suffering to make these smartphones, but they're ultimately kind of good for the whole of society. I mean,
Are they?
Well, social media is bad and there's a lot of mental health issues, but now we have cameras catching people doing bad shit and we can hold them accountable. So there's like, you know, you're closer with your family who might be living from across the world. Like they do deliver a lot of good as well as bad. But the point is, for humanity's advancement, somebody somewhere is going to have to suffer, and then also corporate greed is a big part of that too. But I just think this is a commentary of just like blue collar workers and how they're just like replaceable. Like
Yeah.
like everybody who's working on an oil rig, they may as well be clones because like to the oil companies, like if they die or get hurt, like you just replace them.
So actually, here's a question for you. So the original person in the movie was he went back home, right, Sam? Because he said Dad, Sam. So here's the question. Now, you oil rig workers, there is like a risky job. People, you could die a lot. And so then wouldn't it be better to have robots and clones doing it? So
Robots, not clones. Clones are people, as he says at the end of the movie. I am a person. Are they not people? Why aren't they people? This is going to be the same argument that we've had with fucking Chappie.
I know.
But like you can't. There's certain jobs that machines just can't do. Like it's just gonna. There's gonna have to be people doing certain things. I think that's what my interpretation was. Is like because if a machine could do it, like why wasn't that whole station just automated? Like,
Because it probably costs more.
But the clones including would cost more, wouldn't it?
maybe it's not. Maybe they figured out. Like
Maybe they just had the clone. And you know what? So they
got a little toaster back there. Just
they started all the
churning them out.
clones like time frame wise whenever his daughter was like born, about to go into which birthday, like her first birthday.
It looked like, let's call it her first or second. Maybe.
yeah, and
Right.
he's like, wait, like
right. So it feels like he was up there in space for
Maybe about a decade.
or maybe he was up there for 3 years, just like the original.
Oh yeah, the original
You
was
know
up
what I
for
mean? And
3.
then he was
yeah.
like, "You guys, I'm the only one that can do this, but like, I just had a kid, and I don't need this fucking job no more. So either y'all figure something out, or I quit." And they were just like, "Yeah, man, we're just gonna clone you." And he was like, "Bet, run that shit." And he came back, and then all of a sudden, they're just doing the clones for another 15 years.
Yeah, and the clones are making money strictly from the way I see it is this: one, putting a person alone by themselves for 3 years is fucked. It's absolutely a bad idea from the jump. Just from the jump. So when I started watching the movie, I was like, well, that already seems like a terrible idea, right? Like
there are some jobs like this though. Like,
I mean, but you can't be alone by yourself for 3 years and not lose your fucking brains.
Well, not 3 years, but like people go to like Antarctica, like scientists like
Yeah,
for, like,
and I mean, they're even in small communities there, and they still lose their fucking minds. In fact, there was a murder in Antarctica. No one knows who did it because, like, they're all like, I don't fucking know. That motherfucker died. He just died. And it's like, one of y'all did it. And they're like, did we? Maybe we're fucking in the thing and we're crazy. No, this is a thing. Yeah, we'll have to look into it.
I'm
later,
gonna I'll look it up later.
the thing is that like him being by himself was already a thing, right? In my head canon, the original Sam Bell is the guy who developed cloning technology, and he just sent his clone up there to do it. And he's like, yeah, I'll take this sacrifice. But like, if the company's doing it, we all know companies, and we know that this company's about their money. If the company's doing it, it's because it's the cheapest option.
Yeah.
They're not doing the most expensive option because why would they do that? It literally benefits no one. They're like, look, these clones are essentially slaves. They work, they die. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, who cares? We're just going to make money up here. And they're like, well, we should automate it. And they're like, well, automation costs a lot. And to repair these robots and fix these robots costs a lot. We would need somebody on site to fix the robots, yada, yada, yada. Because even still, like, when I first watched it, I was like, shouldn't he be up there with a crew? Shouldn't it be like 5 people at least?
Yeah.
Because you need social interaction or you'll lose your fucking brains.
Yeah.
But when he was being reawoken, I keep just saying Kevin Spacey because I forget what was the fucking machine's name? Gertie?
Gertie.
Yeah, because Gertie was like on live with Mission Control.
Yeah.
It seems like Gertie can fix all that shit, but they need a physical person to actually go out and check on the rovers if they get fucked
Yeah,
up.
well, because
And,
Gertie can't leave outside of the station. And they're like, we need someone who can go outside of the station. And like, it is true that like humans are really good at these specialty tasks that you would probably have to build to do what Sam does. They probably need 50 individual robots or some shit like that. And then you need backups for those or 3D printers to make them. And like, it could be said that like, yeah, they just don't have, it makes more sense to be like, oh, well, we could pay one person to do it. Yeah, but then you got to train that person. Okay, well, then we can have 5 people. Yeah, but then we got 5 people. Like, and then somebody's like, I got the option. It's clones.
Yeah.
There's one clone who has the knowledge of one man who knows how to do the job already.
Yeah. So
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, a couple of things. So a couple of fun facts. Gertie is actually a nod to Hal.
I love it.
Yeah.
What?
Hal 9000.
Hal 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey. He's another robot character in that movie, and also one of the plants he named Ridley. So,
Nice, yeah.
So it's a couple of little Easter eggs there. But also, so now the clone thing. Do you think the clone's degrading after a 3-year cycle?
Yeah.
Do you think that's by design
Yes.
or a flaw?
I think it's by design.
Do you think that was like something they couldn't figure out, but they were
Yep.
they couldn't figure it out?
Yeah.
I think it's by design because like after a few years, they're gonna be like, "Yo, let me go." Like my contract was for 3 years, so like you have to kill him. You know, like,
But my thing is, if it could have You would have programmed whatever amount of time. It's like that's their amount of service. Like if he had to do 5 years, then we just program 5 years. I feel like it just won't survive over 3 years.
I think you're both right.
Degrading.
Actually, what I think it is. Well, hold on. No, fuck that. Here's the thing. Who says they ever make it to 3 years? You see how many clones they have in the basement?
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers they're probably, how many of them have they been through?
A lot of back.
Like, they probably last for maybe a year at best, and they just keep telling them it's 3 years. I think whatever happened is that they made the clones, and they were like, hey, these clones have an expiration date, right? Like, we're only good at making clones that last for, let's call it 18 months. And they're like, okay, cool. Well, here's the plan. We'll put him on the moon. We'll program him with memories that says he's been working for X amount of time.
But why give them memories?
Because, why would they work? Why would they work? They need a reason to work, right? If they were just like, I am a clone, what do I do? And they're like, you need to make money for people on Earth. They'd be like, why the fuck would I do that? They need an incentive. He's like, I'm working for my daughter. I'm working for my wife. Like, I'm working to provide for these people that I love back on Earth. That's what he thinks he's doing. He thinks he's building up a shit ton of money for his family on Earth.
See, if they didn't do that and they just gave him I don't think clones even need memories.
They're people.
But then
why?
Then they would just be machines.
Yeah,
but are they machines?
No, they're clones.
I feel like they only gave him the memories that they had while the original was there for the cloning. That's why I'm thinking that it was only also the 3 year period.
So Pat, I've never seen Star Trek, but this is one of like the talking points. You know how in Star Trek, like beam me up, Scotty, like they get beamed up to the ship. So the whole thing in Star Trek is they're not being like teleported. Their atoms are being broken down in one location and being reconstructed back onto the ship. So, like, every time you're beamed up, you're essentially a whole new set of atoms. So, like, you're technically a whole new person. Is that still you, or is that a clone?
But also, here's the other thing, too. Like, a clone... All right, so if there was a clone, just blank clone...
Hold on. Would I still have the same memories?
Yes. Nothing changes.
That's you.
But all your atoms are different.
But you were born. You came out of a vagina.
You were born, but you were deconstructed on the ground and then rebuilt with a whole new set of atoms.
But that's just the byproduct of being transported.
Yeah, but
like you.
Those are new atoms. They're like 3D printing your ass.
You died?
Your born body is evaporated on the ground and rebuilt. Onto the ship.
Question:
those atoms aren't traveling. It's a whole new set of atoms.
Before they beam me up,
to my understanding, I think.
Before they beam me up, let's say I cut myself right here,
and everything will be the same.
So then I'm the same motherfucking person.
All right, hold on.
So that's the same with Sam, though.
No, Sam was hurt here, and the other Sam didn't get no banging over here.
But the thing is, they all have the memories and ideas of the original Sam.
Yeah, they're both still people.
It's the same concept.
So they're all still Sam.
My question is, why build them with memories? That's even more fucked up.
Because you need people for certain jobs. This is the whole thing. Like he's replaceable. He's just a replaceable bottom level worker.
But like I know you need people like a clone, but let them just be a clone without giving memories.
I feel you, but hold on, real quick. It's the motivation. If you are a clone,
right,
and you were built to do a job, right? Apparently, they can't program his brain to do shit because they did, why can't they? Yeah. I don't know why, but they can't because if they did, he wouldn't break rules. He breaks rules. He leaves and goes out. He has free will. If they could make him without free will, they would.
They figured out cloning. They couldn't figure out how to program his brain.
Because that's just a robot at that point. It probably costs more.
What would you do in life? You have no family, no friends, no memories, no experiences. You're just sitting in a room. You have nothing. Your mind is blank. No language. You have nothing. You have nothing in your mind. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go explore.
What?
Whatever. My mind tells me to explore. Whatever I'm thinking.
But you don't have a mind. Why? We're taking that away from you. You don't.
That's what I'm saying. The program it to be a worker.
So that's what we're saying.
That's a machine.
That's it. That's it. If they do that, they're building a robot. We have decided in our own all personal head, Kat and I hope we've all decided that if they could build robots for cheaper, they would, and they're not because it's not cheap. And apparently, programming people is either technology they don't have or can't afford to do.
And people need a reason to do shit.
Yeah, if you don't have a reason to do something, you won't fucking do it.
Why would anybody go off to war? Why would not even war? Why would anybody get a job? Why would anybody do anything if they like you are here because of a reason?
I think people would inherently create art. They wouldn't know it was art. Like I just been drawing on the wall.
Cavemen.
So I have a question for you guys.
Sure.
Because like I know, look, I get the whole like clones are humans and they're like we didn't be treated just the same way as humans.
Yeah,
But
clones
here's my
have human
question.
rights. This is why we're gonna probably end up watching Blade Runner now. because
Okay.
we just have
We gotta watch the first.
So
I've never seen
we're-
it.
for me, the whole time when I was watching this movie, the original Sam, the Sam that I thought was original, the not those two that we saw. The original Sam, I thought the company screwed him over. And remember when we saw that video going into that tank, and then he was supposed to fly off or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he gave sleep and fly off.
Yeah.
I thought they were cloning him, and he didn't against his free will.
Oh no, they showed
And
him multiple ones. I think what they were doing is
They're just incinerating
them
Yeah.
and then
That
taking
was
the
an
clones
incinerator.
downstairs.
If you had the subtitles on, there's one the final phone call that he makes with his family. You can hear the
Yeah, I heard this
So
the
he's-
original Sam. So
yeah,
I know he
he's-
made it back home. So my question is, because I was relieved when I found out the original Sam went back home.
The original, we think the original Sam probably never left, bro.
The original Sam talked to was with his daughter.
Yeah, but no, we think
So
he
that's why
never left Earth.
That's why I think that the videos that they have, all the stuff they have, is from when the original Sam was there, and he was only there for about 3 years because he went home for his daughter's 3rd birthday.
Okay.
That's why all of the memories they have only goes up to 3 years, because when he left, that's all they have. So they can't give
Yeah,
them
he's like, I'm
more
not going back.
memories
Okay. Yeah.
other than after he left, kind of thing.
So-
So I feel like he went up there, did something for the machine to make his clones. Gertie's up there printing out the clones because Gertie's programming is to
Yeah, because I do think
Sam.
the original Sam's in on it. I can see that
No,
one
he-
too. That he went up
he's
there.
at
But
home.
I
Yeah,
also,
cushy
life.
yeah,
Like,
I think that for me, I like the idea that he just like developed. He's like, I don't have to fucking leave Earth. They got clones. Like here, yeah, clone me. Take my shit.
So-
take all this. Take all my memories. I have my wife make some vague esoteric fucking videos, and then that's it.
Then, so were you guys relieved when you found out the original Sam was alive?
No, I was mad at the original
Why?
Sam.
Yeah, because
I thought we were watching the original
because
Sam
he
at
was
first, but-
he was clearly because
He's-
he's living a cushy life, like a big corporation like this. If the original,
I was actually relieved that he was home with his daughter.
to some degree, but like he's definitely a part of like
He's
doing,
a part of the problem.
Yeah, he's in with the corporation. A big corporation like that wouldn't let the original live if there was this big conspiracy going on, unless the original was a part of that
Yeah.
conspiracy.
He's probably working
So-
with the corporation.
so-
He's getting paid.
So then my thing is that the original one, the human, he's alive, right? Then the clones. Weren't you guys didn't care about them afterwards, right?
No, I still cared about them
Hey.
because in my mind, one, we've been
Because they don't
we've
have
been
a family.
but we've been it didn't matter if they have a family. We've been following these clones the whole entire time. If you were in a room with the original Sam and his 3 clones, how do you know which one's the real one? You don't. They're all people. They are all actually fucking people, and I think personally
Pat.
they would deserve human rights just as much as Sam does. You can't just even if they are clones, they're still people, right? Like if you have twins, those motherfuckers are damn near clones of each other. They're
Yeah.
still people. If you have a fucking twin brother, that's your clone. That's still a fucking person.
Let me put
So
it.
I guess for me, a person is someone who's born and like going through like stages of life. When someone who just comes at 30 years old, I don't. It's hard for me to see
That's
them
the
as people.
controversy. Let me put it to you this way: could you shoot a clone of your mom with like a BB gun over and over again? Nothing even violent. Like I was gonna say, could you shoot a clone of your mom in the head? But like, let me just even take it down a notch. Could you just like pelt a clone of your mom with like BB guns?
If I knew it was a clone,
Could you punch a clone of your mother?
Yeah,
And-
you know it's a clone. Sounds
know-
like her, looks like her, smells like her,
and my
talks
mom's
like her.
alive.
Yeah, and the clone says,
My
Pat,
mom is next to me. She alive?
yeah, and the clone says, Pat, please don't punch me in the face. I don't want to be punched in the face. I'm not gonna like that. It's gonna hurt. Please
like,
don't punch me in
she's
the face.
gonna react and think and move and everything. Just
It's
like
gonna
her
feel
mom.
exactly like punching your real mom in the face.
Yeah.
There'd be no reason to actually punch your real mom in the face or
But-
your clone mom in the face.
But does the thought of it make you feel anything, and why? If they're not people.
Because it looks like my mom.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, regardless, by the end of the fucking movie,
Okay, fine.
he
Okay,
goes
fine.
and he brings all the shit out.
all right, fine.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
So, but my thing for him is when Sam goes back to Earth, he has nothing to go back to because the original
No,
Sam is
he-
already with his daughter.
Okay.
He goes back to expose the truth of what this company's been doing.
Yeah, he does.
But
And shatters that shit.
would people care?
They did. They said that the
I
stock.
know
They
it's
said
not-
the stock price of the
That
company
was in
dropped.
the movie, but if this happened in real life, do you think people would care that clones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because of human rights. Listen, motherfuckers right now are already being like, a fetus is a person. I would love to. Those same motherfuckers better have that exact same energy for a fucking clone.
clone,
I
yeah.
swear to God.
But we already don't though. Like it's the whole like the means of like these high tech things. We know what's going on.
If
in,
that
like,
shit comes out,
Foxconn
if
and
that
shit.
shit were to
It's
come
already
out, like flat earthers would just be like, I told you, they're lying about everything. Like there would be so many conspiracy theorists just on top of the world.
Yeah,
CGI in a movie is great. It's S tier for being and I'm not talking about like the 3D elements. I'm talking about the way they do. I'm gonna call them gags of them sharing the same screen together and interacting with stuff and fucking around. That ping pong. I feel like they only put the ping pong table thing in there because someone was like, "I've got the perfect idea how one actor can interact with a ping pong ball, fucking ping pong table, and never like break it." And they really, 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 really go off.
But then he started up like interact, like he was like touching himself in the forehead and stuff.
Yeah.
Like later in the movie. All right, Pat. Let me pose it to you a different way.
Last one.
Not a clone of your mom. Okay, just a clone of just.
Cash. They're cloning dogs.
No one you know. Just a clone of just somebody minding their business. Okay, they're just minding their business. They're just harmless and they're just minding their business. Go up to that person and like kick that person, or punch them, or hit them, or shove them.
I mean, I don't do that to normal people, anyways.
Okay, but
you don't do it to normal people for a reason.
But why don't you do it to?
You don't know if normal people are clones. Shit, we could all be fucking clones. You don't know.
Why don't?
You know,
we need to watch that Clone Tyrone.
I was thinking about that. When what if we're all clones? Fuck.
Well, it could be. Listen, also someone post Pat that if you lost your arm and you grew a new arm, would you consider that your arm? They grow a new arm for you in a lab. They attach it. It looks the exact same. It feels the exact same. But you know that it's a new fucking arm.
Expanse jello.
It's still your arm.
So hold on. Is it growing out of me?
No, they grow it somewhere else and they attach it to you.
Yeah.
Then it's not my arm.
It's not your arm.
No, but if it's growing out of me like the expanse,
it looks the exact same.
Are you going to use it?
well, I'm going to use it.
It looks the exact same. You can't tell. But in your brain, you're like, this isn't my real arm, even though it works and looks and feels like your real arm.
Are you going to discriminate against your?
Right, you're just gonna I'm not using my left hand ever,
Right?
or whoever's left hand this is. All right.
I know I would still use it, but I'm like, I know it's not my real arm.
I feel like eventually you'd be like, oh, it's kind of my real arm.
Right.
I guess.
I know you're
sounds
saying that
right.
now, but I feel like you would just forget about it. You'd literally be like, oh, that's right, I got a new arm. I didn't even think about that. How long have I had this for? People are like, how long you had that new arm for? You're like,
I forgot
I
about
don't even know.
It'd be like
I
an
don't
old
know.
tattoo.
40 years? I guess. Damn, it's been a long time to have a new arm. I don't even think about it anymore. Anyway.
So why did the robot help him? I didn't get that because isn't a robot on the corporation side, and didn't the corporation build the robot and corporate give the robot the code?
Gertie was programmed to like be helpful to him, and I also think Gertie. So Gertie had a certain level of
Self-awareness.
Not awareness isn't the word, but like
Preservation?
agency.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a little bit of that, and I think like he knew he's like, you guys only stick around for 3 years anyway. You're bleeding out of every orifice. I don't think it's.
Or his eye damn near fell
Yeah,
off.
he's like, I don't think Gertie thought that like him finding out the truth was a threat because he was going to be dead within an hour. Like I think Gertie was like, yeah, okay, I feel bad.
Because and then when he was like, even Sam asked him, Sam's like, why are you helping me? Doesn't that go against your programming? And the robot's like, I'm programmed to help you.
Yeah.
And you need help, so I'm helping.
So then why did he help Sam? Because he told one Sam the whole truth, and then he let the other Sam escape in that pod.
Yeah.
So by letting the other Sam escape in the pod, he was able to tear down the company. So that was going against his company's code.
However they programmed him, his main objective every day is to help Sam.
Sam needs help with this whole clone situation, so
I'm gonna help him.
Yeah.
Sam needs his password. I got that shit.
I mean, you're right. I don't know why the corporation would give him that agency, but he had it, and it just I don't know. That's just a story thing.
Okay. Anyway. All right, check it. We're gonna do a new movie.
What is he?
Let's see. We got
Primer.
already. No.
Are we doing another indie movie?
We're
I do want to
doing
do
4
Prestige.
indie movies.
Oh yeah, indie.
We're still on indie movies. Before we pick this last movie, I do want to tell everybody what
Can
I'm
we do
playing.
an indie movie about indie? Is there any that exists?
Yeah, it's called Burdens.
Hoosiers.
It's a great. You mean Breaking Free?
Shut the fuck up. No, shut up.
Can we watch Breaking Free? I might put Breaking Free in there. Anyway, listen. For September, what we're gonna do is we're going to watch the 5 anthology episodes from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Season 3, Season 4.
Season 3, Season 4. There's 5 episodes that have nothing to do with the characters and nothing to do with the main story, and we're just gonna watch those.
But that's next month.
I know that's next month. I'm just setting people up for that to tell them
okay.
to go and seek these episodes out. I'll say what the episodes are called in the next podcast. For the next movie, Spidey, it is your pick.
Tight.
It's gotta be an indie movie.
Gotta be an indie movie.
Is Handmaid an indie movie?
Is Handmaiden Kung Fury? Kung Fury is a good one.
Kung Fury is a good one.
Also,
Cradle to
and
the
Kung
Grave.
Jay
Fury-
Wolf,
Kung
you're
Fury is
asking
quick.
a
It's like a
question
half hour,
that
right?
you can find all the answers about already here on the channel. Why don't you just look for it? We're trying to figure out if Handmaiden is an indie movie.
Handmaiden.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Kung Fury is only like a 30-minute long too, right?
Yeah,
it's
Kung
pretty
Fury's
quick.
going. But
Kung Fury, I could watch like
Primer's really good.
Dude, Primer. I'm not even ready for Primer.
Pat's not sitting through Primer.
Yeah,
There's no way.
Pat is absolutely not sitting through Primer.
Pat, we will just get you a pre-dunce hat.
Yeah, like you're just.
Primer's a movie that Primer feels like homework.
yeah, I ain't gonna do
Primer feels like actual homework. It's good.
It's like Donnie Darko. I've seen it a few times, and I'm like, okay, it's
Spidey world famous is suggesting shot this, but
Shot us. Yeah, we didn't watch that, did we?
Is that
wait a
indie?
minute. Yeah.
Park Chan.
What about?
Does this make it an
I was
indie
like,
film?
where's my phone?
What does it say?
Directed by Park Chan Wook.
Just
No.
say-
It's
just
what studio produced it?
Just Google, is it an indie film?
I did.
And what answer did you get?
It just shows me the fucking.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
All you gotta do is look at the wiki, and we probably
Yeah.
Handmaiden production studio pro.
Best indie films. Top one is Primer.
Yeah, because Primer's so good, bro.
Primer is
Primer.
Ooh, Memento.
What is Primer?
It's a time travel movie.
Memento is
Oh,
technically.
I watched the Time
All right, listen. It was.
Oh,
hey, I think Handmaiden is indeed a. Is it from 2016?
Christopher Nolan's first movie is an indie movie.
Ooh, let's do that one. Let's
It's-
do Christopher Nolan's first movie.
It's called Following,
Spidey.
and
Yeah, it is.
It's indie.
not very many people.
You wanna watch
have
it?
seen
Yeah, we're gonna do Handmaiden.
All right, we're watching Handmaiden
What
for
kind of movie is
Spidey.
that
All
about?
It's a mindfuck kind of movie. Yeah,
right, we're watching Handmaiden.
some slick shit going. on.
Managed to watch the movie.
Is it The Handmaiden from 2016?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Handmaiden.
Yeah,
Don't watch
the real
Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaiden. All right.
This one?
yeah.
Oh, tight. Okay, I'm down.
Bet,
It looks,
so-
it looks like an A24 flick.
I'm
Low-key
going
feels like
to
that, like-
save whatever my suggestion is. I'm the one who hasn't picked one yet for next week. But yeah. All right.
What you gonna pick?
I don't know yet. It's either going to be Moonlight or something else.
Wait for next week.
Another moon movie?
I thought Handmaiden is what we're
You
watching.
think if a movie has moon
Handmaiden is what
in
we're
it,
watching
it's
next.
about the moon?
I mean, most likely.
Okay. Well,
What other meanings of moon out there? Huh? Is there another meaning for moon?
I mean, maybe things happen
Could
under
be
the
butt
moonlight.
cheeks.
Maybe it could be butt cheeks.
Could
maybe
be
it
whole
could
on
be
butt
about
cheeks.
werewolves. Maybe
Full
I don't know.
frontal
I have
ass
no
nudity.
idea. Could be any.
Ooh, wait, you guys want to do ridiculous blockbuster month at one point? We could do 2012. We could do Moonfall.
Oh, you mean disaster movies?
We could do Rampage. No, just like not
You
necessarily-
named 3 disaster movies.
Rampage
Yeah.
isn't a disaster movie. It's
Hey,
a monster.
hey,
movie.
listen,
It's a monster.
It's
It's a monster movie.
Rampage. Hey,
That's a
hey,
monster
Andreas.
movie.
hey, San Andreas, the
Disaster
skyscraper.
movie.
Battlefield LA.
No,
LA.
fuck that.
Hey.
Fuck that. Hey, that one movie when the world's about to end and everyone needs to get on the boat, only rich people get on the boat, but they were trying to-
2012.
That is a great fucking movie.
2012. Hey, honestly, I saw Corridor Crew break down that CGI sequence, and
Yeah.
it did give me a higher respect for that movie just on that sequence, because I was like, damn, they're right. This is actually like fucking crazy.
So hold on. 2012 is not a good movie.
It's a popcorn.
Sorry.
It's a popcorn flick.
It talks about goddamn global warming.
I mean, you could talk about global warming. I feel like they don't give any answers. Their answer is
Yeah, they did. It was let's create these fucking boats.
that's not an answer
not
to
an
solving
answer.
global warming.
That's it.
There are 7 billion people on the planet. How many
that wasn't
million people can we fit on a boat?
It was only like billionaires like doing that. It wasn't like let's save the world. It was like, well, these
Let's
people are
save the
fucked.
billionaires.
Yeah, it was like, well, these people.
But
are
some
fucked.
of the poor people got on there too.
No,
Yeah,
Pat.
they
By
managed.
percentage, it
don't
was
think
maybe 0.001% of poor people.
2012.
Anyway,
it's a
yeah,
fun.
we
movie.
ain't
I
gonna
fuck
be on
with
a boat,
2012,
bro.
but I'm not about to pretend like it's woke. I'm not about to pretend like 2012 is giving some of the best advice ever. Because their advice is, hey, the world's ending, let it end, rich people get on the boat, and however many poor people can cling to the sides, come aboard. Y'all can be slaves for the next 3,000 years. Fuck that. Anyway.
I'm starting a gang.
Goddamn, I can't watch a movie with you guys. You guys ruined every movie for me. That was a great movie.
It's still a good
fun-
movie.
it's a
You can
fun
still
movie.
like it.
It's
Just
a-
don't.
it's
Now you just contributed to slavery. That makes sense. It just
Okay,
took out
that was me taking a
But like,
jump.
I don't understand how you watch a movie like that and garner something dead serious from it, but moon goes over your head. I don't get like how you can interpret deep meaning from like
because it's
shit
entertaining.
movies.
Moon wasn't like Moon needs to be like fast paced, entertaining for me to like grasping things. You know, like 2012 was fast paced, so I
You
was
know
able to
what?
pay
I feel
attention.
like
had no
somewhere in
video.
Hollywood, there's an executive who watches our podcast and they're like, you know what? This Pat character is the everyman.
Right, this is
Listen
the one
here,
we
guys.
need.
We're going to have to produce more movies with more explosions and more titties in order to get these Pats in seats. There's probably a whole Pat demographic. I
Gotta
guarantee
be.
it.
Without
All
a
right.
doubt.
Well, look, we're out of here. We're watching The Handmaid next week, so please
Handmaiden.
watch The Handmaiden.
Handmaiden.
The Handmaiden from
Yeah.
2016.
It looks
watch
wild.
It's a
The
Korean
Handmaiden,
film.
a Korean film,
Ooh,
subtitles.
Oh, it looks wild.
All right,
Okay,
bet.
I'm tight.
We'll see you at the next one.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, actually, I think I might just pick the Clone Tyrone for mine. So I've been wanting to watch it. I haven't seen it. I can't with you.
Oh, somebody was rating.
Talking Normies.
We got rated?
Like right at the end, like right when we said bye.